friend, where have you been? Stuff up here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. What's up, y'all? Ooh, there I go. There I go echoing, trying to get in the damn stream yard. What is up, squad? What is up? What is up? What is up? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Your girl is here to correct all of the misinformation that's circulating. Come on in. Let me make sure I'm in, honey. Am I in? Yes, I'm in. As you come in, y'all know the drill. Like and share and like and share and like and share. Hey, put your hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown, who may or may not be watching tonight. I think she probably sleep, honey. But it's not just for Mama Brown, it's for y'all too. It's for my squad. It's for anybody who is going through cancer, who has been through cancer, listen, who has a family member, friend, loved one, brother, sister, cousin, mother, all of the above. Hell, even you, okay? Please, please, please get yourself checked. Go through your required screenings. We are all in this together, okay? I love you. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, DMV sister. What's up, Miss Kiki? Okay. Y'all know the drill. As we all get in here, we will get started after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.
That's not being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's not being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's not being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit is good.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Yes, all these bitches is my sons. What's up, squad? We got a lot to talk about today. Listen, y'all. I know you see the topic. Simon and Porsha. Porsha and Simon. It seems like even though the divorce is final, it's 100 gazillion other cases that's coming around the pipeline. Is it over? Is it done? We don't know. We'll talk about that. Also, we are talking about Tyler Perry and these damn gift cards, child. I always be like, don't nobody better say nothing bad about Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry is always the one in the community, especially in the Atlanta area and surrounding areas, who gives back to his community, no questions asked. And apparently, I don't know. Apparently, some of the decisions aren't what people felt they should be. Also, I had chili on the agenda. I didn't want chili on the agenda. I wasn't gonna talk about chili on the agenda. Y'all wanted me to put chili on the agenda, so I put chili on the agenda. Okay. And I don't really be wanting to talk about the politics and stuff, but hell, I'm just like, damn, is everybody MAGA? Is all y'all? Well, hell, I felt like I told y'all long time ago, half of y'all was MAGA anyway, and y'all just wasn't telling nobody, because how he win? How he win? Who was voting for that man? Okay, y'all had voted for him. I didn't vote for him, but some of y'all had voted for him. Okay. He said, let's talk about her. He said Chili lost her black card. Who else lost their black card? Why y'all dragging Chili when we got the Snoop Dogs, the Nellies, the Rick Ross? Hell, somebody told me Big Boy over there following Trump, and I'm like, y'all bet not say nothing bad about Big Boy. So I'm like, what we gonna do? We gonna just cancel everybody, all the blacks, honey. I don't know what we gonna do. Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Know I'm just talking shit. And listen. The people all on the line, mad and angry at me, honey, for protecting my intellectual property. People is yelling and screaming and busting blood vessels in the phone. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, honey. I got attorneys too. I don't know what to tell the people. What you want me to say, child? You said Nick Cannon. You said Nick 50, Ice, and Cube. Okay. Candy. Okay. But here's the thing. Why is it that the women always get the brunt of the heat? Why is it that y'all counsel Chrisette Michelle, but then y'all let everybody else slide? Y'all let Snoop slide because y'all love y'all some Snoop Dogg. Y'all let 50 Cent slide because y'all love his pettiness. Y'all let everybody slide. You said all of them. You said bye wig. Child, Beyonce and Jay-Z probably over there too. You said I'm not counseling anybody. People cannot be counseled. That's true. That's true. But we can be disappointed. We can be disappointed. Look, just a moment of transparency. I feel a ways. Listen, y'all know I don't talk about politics, okay? And y'all know yesterday, I had the transgenders all in my DMs and cursing me out and calling me all kind of bitches and all kind of stank pusher and talking about my womb is barren and stuff. And so when I get stuff like that, especially online, I be like, MAGA. I mean, like, block the transgenders. I mean, I don't know. It's like it's just interesting. It's like everybody's experience is different, and some people's agendas are different than others. And some people is like the gays and the lesbians is taking over. They got too much power under the Democrats, so I'm coming over here to the Trumps because they got Christian conservative values, honey, and I ain't got to worry about them men in wigs in the bathroom. So it's like it's y'all fault. Y'all need to control them men in wigs, and all the people won't be over there marching for Trump. I'm just saying, I might be putting on my red hat in a minute, cause y'all listen. I'm like, I don't know. I might be changing my Democrat because y'all tripping over here. Okay. Y'all got these transgenders over here bullying me. What's going to happen? They taking away women's rights, honey, and giving them to the transgender. Like I said, y'all going to turn me MAGA. But I'm not. He said, let's talk about Drewski. Okay, I don't know. We can talk about Drewski and Erica Kirk. We can talk about everybody. I don't know who to talk about first. We got so much on this agenda. I guess I'll run down. Let me see. Let me see my little notepad over here. See, I had the Married to Medicine reunion on here, child. Okay, let's talk about the TSA gift card drama first. Okay, let's talk about Tyler Perry. First, y'all know Tyler Perry has been involved in a bunch of controversies. Okay, y'all know that Tyler Perry has been accused of touching the men on set. Y'all know that the people talk about that, and every single thing that Tyler does after that, people always equate it back to, well, he was touching them men. Well, he just doing this, to look better in the public eye. Well, it's just a PR stunt. But I don't think it's just a PR stunt that he's trying to help the TSA agents who weren't getting paid for all these weeks. I don't think I don't, but it very well may be. However, it's just kind of interesting that people seem to feel that way. Originally, if y'all hadn't heard, Tyler Perry went to the Atlanta airport and was trying to give the TSA agents, at least the ones who showed up to work, at $1,000 cash a piece, and then he was turned around and they made them give that money back and said, "No, Tyler, take your cash, leave us be. We got this, we got this, we got this." And while the people were sitting there hungry and got no food, no Pampers, and can't pay their rent, so Tyler was like, well, what I'm gonna do? I gotta figure out something to help these people. And then, the lines at the Atlanta airport was out of control for a while. Well, Tyler said, I'm gonna get some gift cards. Okay. He got all these gift cards, hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of gift cards. And he was like, I'm gonna give the gift cards to the people since you say I can't give cash. So he went and he had his staff passing out gift cards up at the Atlanta airport, $1,000 gift cards. Now, then later on, the airport or the TSA people, the executives was like, oh no, they need to return those That's illegal. We can't be taking gifts. We can't take the gifts from the people. Okay. And now people are like, well, how they gonna return them? Okay. After days later, after he done gave half of them away or all of them away, the people that spent most of them, they done went and bought their groceries. They went and paid their light bill. They went and did the things. And now the TSA talk about turn them back in. Who gonna do that? Who gonna do that? And where they gonna turn them back to? Who did they have the phone number of the person who gave it to? Like, are they gonna turn it back into executives? That's what I'm thinking. I think they want them to turn the gift cards back into the executives, and then all the executives gonna steal all the money and use them because they a little bit crooked. Okay, they like send them back to headquarters, send them back to HR. No, 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 no. You bet not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Y'all have to find me. You said it's none of TSA executives' business. Okay, it ain't. It ain't. Who works for free? Nobody. Nobody. Especially not Congress. They the ones that need to be their salaries need to be adjusted or canceled or paused during the shutdown. You said if I was working for TSA, I wouldn't give back nothing. Okay, not a damn thing. Okay. They have to starve and still show up to work. Okay, I don't understand. That just don't make no sense. But I guess they know what they paid. They signed up for when they got the job because it's not the first time it happens. It happens, fairly often, but it don't happen for any length of time. Every single time there's a disagreement in Congress, it seems like the people down here suffer. Okay, the government employees suffer, and it's just so unfortunate. He said Trump took a big ass plane, a big one, honey, a big one. You said I would say that had been gone. It been gone. I don't know what had happened to it. That'll be me. I don't know. I didn't get it. Did you see me get it? They're gonna be running the tape on my ass. I would have got 3, 4, 5 of them. I would have been in the corner negotiating. Well, I gotta pay this. Give me about 4. Give me about 4. Okay. Anyway, I'm digressing. Look, if you had already spent the money, what would you do? I mean, what would happen next? What do you think? Are they gonna get fired? What's gonna happen? Are they gonna dock the pay that they not getting? They gonna take the $1,000 out of their look, y'all ain't out. Look, you haven't paid me anyway. What? You gonna take $1,000 out of my imaginary check that I didn't get last week? I don't understand. Anywho, you said that part. I would be trying to pay all my bills, every last one of it. Say a hacker store. I'd be like, it didn't work. I had tried to swipe it, it didn't work. Or I would spend my whole $1,000 and return the gift card empty. That's what I would do. I would return the that's the T right there. Return an empty gift card because they don't know what's on it or what's not on it until they call and verify the balance. That's what I would do. I would return that gift card all right, but it'd be after I got all the money off of it. Yup. Anyhow, look, like this video. Please and thank you. Like this video. Now, Tyler was connected to Marlo Hampton too. The people were saying we debunked it. We debunked it over here now, because of the viral AI picture that was circulating of Tyler and Marlo, and they were smooching and stuff at the gospel brunch. Y'all remember that? Well, Tyler and Marlo are not together. Okay, please, please, please stop saying that. However, Marlo done got her little gig, honey. Marlo don't look. Marlo is over there supposed to be on TV One's Unsung, and I thought it was one of them fake Facebook rumors. One of my Patreon members put it on Discord the other night, and I was quick to say, "This ain't true. This is not true. I need y'all to verify this is not true." And I'm like, I went, and then he was like, "I don't know, it's true." And he sent me a screenshot of the TV One schedule with like Tiny Tamika Harris got an unsung, and some more people got some unsung this season, and Marlo Hampton is up there. And I'm like, Marlo Hampton got an unsung. What the hell is Marlo gonna talk about? Okay, is she gonna talk about selling that townhouse out there? It was on the market for a year. Is that what she gonna talk about? What is she gonna talk about? Well, apparently, it's supposed to be her evolution from friend of to full-time housewife. She was in foster care. She grew up in foster care, and how foster care changed her life, and how she got into fashion because fashion is what made her feel like she was worthy. The better dressed that she was made her feel like even if she didn't have no money, she could look like money. And I guess that's what she gonna be talking about. That's all I can think of. I don't know. I'm just assuming, honestly. You said Marlo likes to be on the arm of Tyler for a bag, like Phaedra did with Shamar. He says for a bag, okay. Shout out to the squad. You said unsung for what? I mean, maybe she's just unsung. I mean, she was a friend of the show for what, 8 seasons before she finally got a peach, or 10 seasons, remember? And remember when Marlo finally got her peach, she was actually making more than the first season peaches, because her pay grade had been increasing as a contracted friend of. So I mean, maybe Marlo gonna give y'all the keys to the kingdom. And why she don't have to scrimp and scrape and be evicted from her little boutique like Kenya. I mean, I'm just saying, Kenya didn't plan ahead and got evicted and over there stealing deposits from customers and stuff and selling payday loans. Marlo ain't have to do all that. Mm-mm. You said I thought unsung was for singing. Well, maybe Marlo can sing. I thought unsung, well, it's for singers, actors, all kind of things, like unsung heroes, like unlikely people who should have gotten more accolades but didn't, you know. You said you almost made me I'm just saying. I am just saying. Oh, it's on Uncensored. My bad. It's Uncensored. Hold on, listen. This my fault for not looking at the thing. Shout out to Tay. It's my fault for not looking at the screenshot. I said unsung. It's Uncensored. Here it is, right here, child. I just be talking and running my mouth and just be wrong. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong, but I was wrong this time. It's not unsung, it's uncensored. There it is right there. Tamika Tiny Harris is on Uncensored. Kiera Sheard, and there go Marlo Hampton, okay? And Tay got it set to record Marlo, okay? He said, I ain't watching the rest of them. I'm watching Marlo. So it's on Uncensored. So I have been corrected. Okay. I have been corrected. I am not above being corrected. I listen, if I'm wrong, I tell y'all I'm wrong, but most of the time I'm right. Okay. You said Andy said he was getting rid of Atlanta Housewives. He did. Where he said that at? Chad, where he had said that at? I thought it was because Tiny was on Sister. I thought so too. But apparently Marlo got her own episode. Marlo Hampton has her own episode, at least according to the season 7 uncensored on the on demand. Okay. I don't know. Look, Tay, when it come on? Because I see you got it set to record. Hold on, let me look. Marlo Hampton uncensored. Uncensored. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm still looking because I don't see. Showing love, Marlo Hampton, blah 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 blah, yada 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 yada. News. Let me see. I'm still looking, child. They didn't even put Marlo in the damn. Did they put Marlo in the press release? Let me see the press release. After a 2-year, let me see. After a 2-year hiatus, TV One's critically acclaimed autobiographical series Uncensored returns Monday, February 19th at 10 p.m. Eastern with a new lineup of dynamic stars sharing their unfiltered personal stories. Known for its raw, honest storytelling and deep access, the series continues to pull back the curtain on the lives of Black celebrities navigating fame, identity, and legacy in the social media era. This season, Uncensored features executive interviews with some of entertainers' most compelling figures, including Anthony Anderson, Blair Underwood, Kiki Palmer, T-Boz Watkins, Shawnee Henderson, Tamika Tiny Harris, Kiera Sheard, Marlo Hampton, Ricky Smiley, Laz Alonso, Wood Harris, and Wendy Raquel Robinson. Each episode offers a rare, introspective look at the moments that shared their rise and the obstacles they overcame along the way. So she is in the press release. How we missed that? How we had missed that? Anthony Anderson gonna talk about his new relationship with Roxy. Tiny Tamika Harris gonna talk about winning that $1 million from them hundreds of millions of dollars from the toy company. Shawnee Henderson is gonna talk about being a preacher's wife. Kiki Palmer gonna talk about life after domestic violence with her baby daddy. Blair Underwood is gonna talk about set it off. Wood Harris gonna talk about The Wire. Wendy Raquel Robinson gonna talk about the Steve Harvey show. Ricky Smiley gonna talk about the Brat and Gary with the T and how they be getting their T wrong. And Marlo Hampton is gonna talk about the Housewives. I don't know, but it's on now. It started February 19th. I don't know the episodes and the times and all that. It's on TV One, so y'all can tune in and let me know what Marlo gonna be talking about. Marlo's actually on the red carpet, and it's crazy because I thought when I saw Marlo on the red carpet, I thought she was on the red carpet because Tiny had a party, but apparently she was on the red carpet because it was her thing. Hold on, where is it? Where the picture of Marlo go? Yeah, it just disappeared. I was over here on Getty Images. Open it. Similar images. Damn, it just disappeared. Marlo next. Marlo Hampton Uncensored on Getty. Let me see. It ain't even in there. TV One. They just put me in the thing and let me go. They won't let me open it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it another way. Images. They go a Getty image. Is it? There she go. Marlo Hampton at the screen. That was Prince took this. Shout out to Prince from ATL Pics over here on Getty. And there go Marlo at the premiere. Now I ain't gonna buy it, but it's $375 if y'all want it. Shout out to Prince over there, honey. Prince, send me some pictures. Okay, send me some pictures. They're gonna Marlo. She just cheesed. I think Marlo should have still been a housewife. Honestly, I don't like that Porsha and Kenya blocked her peach status. Because now I feel like the Housewives needs an antagonist, and they don't have one anymore. And I know a bunch of y'all was like Marlo wasn't it, but Marlo was it. Marlo would bring the fashions. Marlo would bring her thick tongue and her reads. Marlo would get up under people's skin. Marlo wasn't afraid to call people out. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. You said tell y'all about my sweater. It's from Shop Akira. It's from Shop Akira. Thank y'all for noticing. Okay. You said she need a man to be on the show though. Well, nobody else got one. I mean, is Kay what's her face really married? Is Porsha really with who she say she with? Is Drew FaceTiming people and keeping the man on FaceTime throughout the whole episode? Is that who has a man? Kelly ain't got no man. Shamia husband don't even show up to events. So y'all talk about she need a man. Where is Phaedra man? Phaedra ain't got no man. So how you gonna tell me Marlo need a man? Hell, Kenya didn't have no man. It shouldn't even be called Housewives no more. It should just be called Atlanta Women Who Sit Around and Argue. That's what it should be called. I don't know. It shouldn't be called Atlanta Housewives no more. They need to change the name. Atlanta Love and since Love and Hip Hop is canceled, it should be called Love and Shopping or something. Love and Shopping Atlanta. Okay. I don't even know if it should be called Love anything. Is it gonna be about anyway? I know y'all saw the Real Housewives of Atlanta teaser. I know y'all did, and I'm not gonna show it, but I did post it over on Patreon. It's a 7-minute teaser available on Bravo TV. Now, it's crazy because the screener has been circulating amongst bloggers and influencers for about a month now. We've seen the episode. No shade, we saw the episode. I've seen the entire first episode already. I'm not excited. I told my Patreon that I'm not excited. I keep trying to hold my opinions to myself because y'all say I'm bitter because Nene ain't on this season. Y'all say I don't like K. What's her face? I don't. Is it good? I'm gonna review it. Y'all can be the judge of it, but I- it's a lot of fakery and phony. Is well, y'all saw the y'all listen, y'all saw the 7 minute teaser, and I think in the 7 minute teaser they was at that dinner at Simon's house, which is Portia's current residence, because Porsha said it's her house because she paying the bills. Y'all will see this on the episode. I ain't gonna spill all of it. I ain't gonna spill all of it. I promise. And so they was at a dinner at Simon's house or Portia's house that used to be Simon, whatever y'all want to call it. And all the ladies were there. It was a full cast moment. And I told y'all 7 months ago, 7 whole months ago, that Kay What's Her Face had walked out. There was the first all cast uh taping. Okay. Kay What's Her Face walked out because she couldn't take it. They was arguing. The people was calling each other out. Yeah. So I told y'all about that a long time ago. And there was another little snippet that was airing where because Porsha actually introduces Kay What's Her Face to the season, and they're in a scene together. And that snippet has been going around on Twitter as well. And Kay What's Her Face was staring at the camera. Like, it's like, girl, she was breaking the fourth wall. She up here talking to Porsha, looking at the camera like this. And yeah, I'm married. I'm married, and and yeah, I think that it'll be great. I want to go. It's like, girl, stop looking at the camera. Like, weren't you on a reality show back in the day on Love and Hip Hop? Don't you know you're not supposed to look at the camera? The cameras are not there. Okay, what's her face? But maybe she a little rusty. I give it to her. Maybe she a little bit rusty. Maybe she was a little bit nervous. Maybe all of the above. And even the people I think on Twitter was saying that. The people on Twitter was saying that too. He said, "Kay, what's her face? Forgot how it goes." I guess. I bet she ain't gonna forget when she got to start throwing hands and fighting and acting a fool, because that's what she being paid to do. That's what she being paid to do. Go over there and act a fool. But I'm digressing. Okay. Now, again, I've only seen one episode. I can't make speculations on what the season will bring. All I know is I just noticed a whole bunch of fake stuff. And if you gonna present all this fake stuff on the first episode, how you feel like we gonna feel throughout the entire season? Porsha with Mike Bless from Ready to Love and from Country Wayne skits and stuff, and saying they together but they not together, and saying that they ain't never had sex, and saying that they met during the panini and all that. It's like, girl, like I don't know. And Drew dating Black, who some dude named Black, who she had on FaceTime the whole. I don't know. And Kelly bringing some dude that everybody know, and Phaedra bringing Chi Chi Check or whatever his name is, that everybody know he dating that white girl, because I seen them at the St. Regis the other day. And like, it's just like, what, like, I don't know how to feel. He said Phaedra back line. Shall we talk about shout out? I don't know what had happened. Don't be disrailing my chat now. Not Phaedra back line. Phaedra said she pulled the tape, honey, from the game, from the Hawks game. Child. I don't know. It's just all kind of mess. So that's how I feel about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I of course I wanted to succeed until the queen gets back. I wanted to succeed until after girls trip, so that it could be Nene Leakes re-entry back into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I feel like, with how many peaches did they have? 8. What is it? Pinky Cole, K What's Her Face. Those are 2 new ones. Porsha, Phaedra, Shamia, Kelly, Drew. Did I name everybody? That's 7. Did I name everybody? And Cynthia is a friend. Did I forget anybody? Who I forget? So it just, and then I be feeling like none of these people are connected in any real way that we are invested in any Angela. I forgot. See, I didn't forget Angela. Okay, I didn't forget Angela. None of these people are really connected in any way that we are like invested in their story. Well, maybe Shamia and Porsha because they used to be friends. um Maybe, y'all want to talk about Pinky and her financial difficulties, which I'm tired of them getting black women on here who struggling. They don't do this to the Beverly Hills housewives. They get the rich people on here and the rich people get to be rich. On Real Housewives of Atlanta, they get wealthy or are rich because Beverly Hills, they wealthy. They get rich people on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They don't allow them to be rich. They allow them to have struggles. They allow them to be building their house for 10 years and sweeping the dust off the porch. Okay. They allow them to, argue over sticks and grass. They allow people to smear people's, educational background, like Phaedra being an attorney. Like that don't matter. She getting money in the parking lot. Like it's just interesting to see, but that's my man. I'm gonna stand beside him, honey. I'm gonna stand beside the Real Housewives. I keep trying. I'm here. I got my boots on the ground. I'm here. Okay, so I will be reviewing it. You said Erica Jane is struggling right now. Okay, it's a bunch of people struggling, but I'm just saying it's like they don't allow the people, like even with the Porsha situation, like I feel like they're gonna give her just enough rope to hang her. And then when she get kicked out of Simon House, they gonna invest in that too. Okay. So you forgot Mr. Clean. I said Pinky, didn't I? I said Pinky and K what's her face first. Now let me go ahead. And Pinky, K what's her face. Those are two newbies. Angela, Drew. Those two people that we really don't care about. Phaedra, Porsha, Shamia, Kelly, and Cynthia as a friend. See, I did it that time, right? Okay. So, I just want, let's start back when Real Housewives of Atlanta started, because now it's being, a lot of people are going back in time and watching the first episode and, the first couple of seasons, and they realized that they had that magic, and that magic was there was all some common thread, some common connection between the ladies, even starting from the very first season. And then the next season, as it went on, even though they would like play survivor, eliminate people and bring new people on, there was still some common thread amongst them outside of it being just, Atlanta people. It was still like, they were quote unquote friends and hanging outside and, all of that, hanging with each other outside of the cameras. And so now we don't really have a lot of that. We really don't. Mm-mm. You said, wow, we are on Kenya Moore again, obsessed. What is y'all talking about? Chad, what is you talking about? Okay, since you want to talk about Kenya, we will talk about Kenya since we got somebody in here who brought her name up. I wasn't talking about Kenya because Kenya is a non-factor when it comes to this season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya was fired. Kenya's not there. Kenya is persona non grata. Nobody cares about Kenya. Kenya over there trying to figure out whether to put her stuff in storage. Okay, the landlord trying to be nice and not show everybody that they done kicked her out. Meanwhile, Kenya over there, hold on. You want to talk about Kenya? You want to get me triggered and talk about Kenya? Because I heard that Kenya is in a blogger's DMs right now. Right now, I'm not gonna call you out, friend. Kenya is in a blogger's DMs right now, talking about Michelle ATLian is the reason her hair spa did not succeed. Michelle ATLian was your biggest supporter. Whether you like the way I supported or not, honey, I was your hype man. I was your publicist. I was your street team and your promo. And you, Kenya Moore, could not turn that around and get people in there? What? I'm just saying, saying. Y'all don't remember like when I went to the thing and I pulled the door the very first time? That was like 2, 3 years ago. And then Kenya clapped back with her cat suit on and acting like she had a stalker because she was calling me a stalker and all. Y'all remember? We could have went back and forth all day long, but at the end of the day, your stuff was discontinued off the shelves of Sally's and CVS. There was no lies told. Okay. You didn't pay your rent for over a year. There was no lies told. The eviction was filed and the writ of possession was signed. There was no lies told. And you, my friend Kenya, who I probably met only once and don't really care to ever meet again, you, Kenya, should take the responsibility yourself of acknowledging that it is your fault that whatever pretend business that you had failed in to the perception of the general public, because you, Kenya, went on air in front of Bravo cameras and decided to pull out naked pictures of somebody, and Britt said it wasn't her, but you pulled out those naked pictures of people performing sex at your spa, not me. I was outside in the car. You wouldn't even let me in. You invited me and reneged and retracted your invitation. So it wasn't me who told. It was one of the people who was standing next to you that had the audio. It was one of the people who was in the room that took the pictures of the poster board. It was one of those people. I was outside. My hands are totally clean, and there's video proof of it. So it's just interesting that the Team 12 people be mad, they be in here, they be this and that, they be that, but it's Kenya's fault, child. It is Kenya's fault. And speaking of Kenya's fault, child, she's still over there struggling. Since y'all want to talk about Kenya, she's still over there struggling, child. Kenya, is anybody even watching Kenya? Y'all need to go support Kenya Moore's YouTube channel. Y'all really should. Y'all need to run it up, honey. Yeah, because Kenya needs to pay her bills. Kenya needs to pay her bills. She also needs to put food in her daughter's mouth. Okay, she over there on that Amazon show. It's over now. She was only there for a few weeks. But she was on the Amazon show in the Dominican, and apparently, I don't know if she got kicked off or whatever, but she filmed, she got a check from that. But now she gotta eat. Okay, she gotta eat. And so in eating, Kenya is now promoting, I told y'all before she was promoting payday loans. I guess Kenya gonna be the face of getting $400 until payday. Do you need $400 until payday? I'm turning it into Tasha K. Tasha, I ain't mean to steal this from you. Do you need $400 until payday? That's what Kenya said. Kenya said she need $400 to payday. She don't know when she gonna get paid again. It's a recession. And I ain't made list. There's a lot of people out there that need $400 to payday. And apparently Kenya said her audience is broke like her. So pay me to promote this to the people, okay? And y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. And why is it fair use, you say? Because I am researching. Okay, Kenya is a public figure. Okay, this is an advertisement. Hold on. I appear inside the actual footage. Am I teaching y'all anything today? Am I teaching y'all? Y'all see how I be inside the frame? Y'all see how I be right here? Okay. Y'all see how I put myself inside the frame like that? Okay. I'm just letting y'all know. I just like to teach a little bit. But hold on, we gonna play it.
I feel like I'm good right now. I mean, I'm looking at my bank account. I don't really need anything. You say that.
So it's like Kenya versus Kenya. Okay, it's Kenya versus Kenya. You got Kenya over here with the red wig on, and then we got Kenya over here with the red wig and a ponytail. We got Kenya over here with the lime green jacket that go with them lime green shoes that was in the window of her hair spa. Then we got Kenya over here with her Fashion Nova one piece denim suit on. We got Kenya over here with her iPhone 5. Okay, how many? What phone is that with two cameras? I don't know. I don't know. All my phones got three cameras. That's Kenya over there with her iPhone 6 Plus. Okay, and that's Kenya over here reading Atlanta magazine. So I mean, it is what it is. Look, Kenya versus Kenya.
every time. No, I mean it. I'm being responsible. Well, responsible people still like options. Options for what? Like when life decides to throw you.
Responsible people need options. Okay, that's Kenya filming in her chateau. What is that? In More Manor on the right, and that's Kenya filming in More Manor on the left. That's Kenya got the fireplace on the right, and Kenya over there. Is that somebody's foot? Wait a minute. Yeah, is that somebody's foot right there? On the left side. Y'all see somebody's foot? Was somebody sitting behind Kenya? Why is a foot right there? Lord, who edited this? Because I see a foot. Oh, because it's mirrored. I guess the person was sitting in front of you. Y'all see that sneaker right there? Anyway, hold on. I'm so weak.
A surprise. Okay, well, I don't need money right
Oh, maybe that's her sneaker. Okay, maybe that's her sneaker. Can we see your sneakers?
now. I didn't say you needed it. I said be prepared. So what are you suggesting? Well, I use Clover. Clover? Yes, Clover.
Kenya said, listen, are you broke like me? Okay. Are you broke like me? Do you need $400 until payday? Okay. And you have to pay back $750 next week. This is so predatory. Do you need $400 today and you can pay back $750 next week? Okay. Let me know if you are that. Would you don't listen? I ain't trying to shit on nobody. I ain't trying to shit on nobody's business. Okay. I ain't trying to shit on whatever this is, the $400 payday loan. Listen, if you are in this dire straits, please don't do it. Okay. Because this is one of those things that keep people who are financially illiterate, people who don't have money and people don't have the means. These types of things are what gonna keep you poor. Okay, these are the things that's gonna keep you struggling. And I know you be feeling like I just need $400 to get me some groceries. That's all I need. And I get it. A lot of people are desperate, but when 2 weeks from now come, and you can't pay back that $700, you're gonna be in worse shape. Okay, when if you pay back the $700 and then you get the $400 again, thinking, okay, well, let me get at least the 400. So I only actually paid them $350. Okay, let me get 400. So at least I have 50 in my pocket. No, and then you got to pay them $750 the next week. It's just gonna keep you in an endless cycle of being broke. Okay, so please, I implore you, if you are a squad member, now Team Twirl, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Y'all listen, I've been broke before, so I know. I've been broke before, and I'm telling y'all what not to do. Okay, listen, it will save you time, it will save you money, and it will save you heartache just to be hungry for till you get your check. I promise you. I promise you. Don't get the payday loan. Just wait till you get paid. I promise you, it won't help.
It lets you access up to $400 with no credit check or late fees. So it's they're just
no credit check or no late fees. They're gonna put it right into your account, honey, and then in 2 weeks they're gonna snatch out $750. In 2 weeks they're gonna snatch out however much, whether it's 600, 700, or whatever. You ain't got no choice. What you gonna do? Shut your checking account down? Okay, just don't do it. I'm just saying, trust me, I know I've been there. Don't do it. Just wait the payday.
just in case. Yes, exactly.
And Kenya, you are wrong for promoting this to your community. This right here shows me how you feel about your community, Kenya. Kenya don't care about black people. Kenya like George Bush. Kenya Moore does not care about black people. Y'all know she didn't want to do 4C hair over there, and now she over there wearing wigs.
I don't use it all the time. I just like knowing it's there. Short on cash. I mean, you can access up to $400 with no credit check or late fees.
Not all users qualify. Advances range from $25 to $400. You need $25 to pay that. Your ass need to just sit there and wait. If you need $25 until you get paid, please just don't. Just don't. Okay. Please just don't get no gas. Don't get listen, you can go steal some gas. It'll be better than doing this. I promise it's not worth it.
Click the link below. So
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. But it is what it is. Kenya, at least Kenya got a bag. At least Kenya got a bag. That's all that matters. Okay. At least Kenya got a bag. And speaking of a bag, last time I told you about Kenya Moore Hair Spa, somebody had reported on Google that somebody named Walter was taking their money. Somebody on Google said they made an appointment with somebody named Walter X at the Kenya Moore Hair Spa, and nobody was there. And they charged them a deposit to get their hair done, and now they can't reach anybody to get their money back. Now I know a lot of people like, well, she just need to, file a charge back. I get it, but can you imagine if this is the one person who is speaking out about it? Can you imagine the people who decided just to take the loss? Can you imagine how many people just decided, oh well, it was $50. Oh well, it was just a little $100. I understand. Can you going through it? Can you imagine all the people who was trying to pay to go up there and then was scammed out their money? This just the one person who told y'all. Exactly, too many. Now the people was like, "Who is Walter? Who is Walter? Who is Walter?" Now it's crazy because now Kenya telling y'all who Walter is. Kenya throwing Walter under the bus, honey. Kenya has thrown Walter completely under the bus. In fact, she went and did an interview with Walter right after she did this scheme and scam uh payday loan ad. Kenya is on her channel interviewing her glam squad. And lo and behold, guess who is on her glam squad? Walter and another lady who does makeup. I wonder why she didn't have Freedom up there. Okay, I don't know, but that is the Walter. Hold on, let me see if they introduce themselves. Hold on.
To
Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer section 107 of the Copyright Act allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What am I doing, ladies and gentlemen? I am researching. Okay. You said Walter is old as fuck. She's stupid. Oh Lord, not you dragging the Walter. Not the scam set up by Walter. No, I just want look, we trying to clear Walter Jackson's name. We trying to clear Walter Jackson name because Walter said I ain't got nothing to do with it. Everybody trying to say it was Walter who Kenya used to date. And Walter said, it wasn't me. Somebody better tell him.
everything behind doing hair, makeup, styling
And look, she didn't even have no microphone. It's echoing. Where is the people?
for celebrities. And you guys do tons of people. So Kiera, I'm gonna let you go first. And I want to know, first of all, just
Now that's Tiara and who else? Who going next? They go whoever that is. She do makeup. And then hold on. Freedom said he didn't want no parts of it. That's what I see. Hold on, let me see. I'm scrolling. Oh, and there you go. Look.
Hi, I'm Walter. I'm originally from Memphis. Yeah,
Yes.
Memphis in the house.
what you know about that?
I've worked with all of the housewives from Atlanta, literally.
Okay, Walter said he do it. Everybody here in the housewives, honey, and Kenya took the deposit. Did Walter take the deposit or did Kenya take the deposit? Walter, call in and let us know if you took that lady money.
Everybody. Beverly Hills, Jersey, Escape.
So let's name some of the housewives. Come on, you gotta pop.
Okay.
Okay, there go Kenya with a wig on. Okay, so y'all go over there and watch it. Okay, but all I know is the person on Google said that somebody named Walter took their money and they are not happy. Okay, and proof of it. Let me play it again for you. Let me show you again the little Google thing that they had because they put a screenshot up to prove that they made the appointment. Here it is right here. Hold on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. We're gonna get into our main topic in just a minute. I got sidetracked because y'all don't want to talk about some. Y'all don't want to talk about some Kenya. Kenya wasn't even on my agenda, child. Hold on, let me type this in. Kenya. screenshot. Is that it? That ain't it. I don't even know where it is. Image. Let me see if it's there. It is right there. Hold on. Here it is right here. I had it in my live a few days ago. Here it is right here. The lady put this, it's on Google right now. If you go to Kenya Moore Hair Spa Google reviews, okay, it's at Kenya Moore Hair Spa. Hello there. Just a reminder from Walter at Kenya Moore Hair Spa about your upcoming appointment, 8 a.m. on Sunday, March 15th. Okay. Who? Walter X. Okay. And the girl said that Walter took the deposit. Whoever Kenya Moore Hair Spa took the deposit. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh Lord, my phone ringing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see reviews. Here it is. I'm going right here. I'm going right here. Okay. I'm going right here. Newest. There it is right there. There it is right there. I booked the 8 o'clock appointment on Sunday and paid a deposit to secure the booking 2 days in advance. I received confirmation emails and appointment reminders. So everything appeared to be scheduled normally. The booking indicated my appointment was with Walter. When I arrived for the appointment, no one was there. The spa was closed. Lights was off. Doors was locked. Even a closed sign was hanging. I attempted to contact the business immediately. And I already read this, but I'm reading this again because it's interesting. She just interviewed Walter. She just interviewed Walter. Okay. So I'm like, either Kenya need to respond to this or Walter need to respond to this. But where is the money? Okay. Where is the money? Okay. She said she waited outside for her appointment for 15 minutes before leaving. I guess she don't watch the blogs, and not everybody does. Okay. But she got pictures of it. She got pictures of the empty storefront and them wigs and them lime green sandals and everything. Yeah. She got the clothes sign right there, and she got her confirmation. So I mean, it is what it is. You said, is this old news? No, it's new news. I'm telling you right now. So it might be old to you, but it's new to some people. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Now, Rozonda Chilli Thomas. Let me, I'm gonna talk about Porsha in just a second, but let me dibble and dabble into the MAGA. I didn't want to talk about Chilli. Hell, I didn't want to talk about Kenya, but we're gonna talk about Chilli for a minute because Rozonda Chilli Thomas has been facing a bunch of backlash for her alleged MAGA ties. We got T-Boz shading her. We got Salt showing support. And now it just appears that things are getting a bit messy. Okay. When politics enters, the situation, it's like fans are struggling with it because a lot of fans are like, how dare you? And now, they're going on one of their legacy tours, like the Boys to Men and New Edition tour. They're doing a TLC, Salt and Pepper, and whoever tour. And so, this may very well affect the ticket sales. Now, just a few weeks ago, Chilli had reposted a post on Instagram, which was a conspiracy theory about Michelle Obama registering to vote as a man. And so people were quick to call her out, like, how dare you repost something like that? Here's those negative stereotypes yet again, calling black women monkeys and apes and men and all of the above. And how dare you repost something like that? And so, Chilli eventually, about a week or two later, came forward to debunk it and say, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I clicked the wrong button. I don't know what had happened. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up. He said Chilli's current man is a child. Here it is right here. Shout out to Sandra Rose, because Sandra Rose always had a T. Y'all go read Sandra Rose, honey. Here you go. Chilli's repost conspiracy theory. Michelle Obama is a man. Okay, there go Chilli right there. No, Chilli said she wasn't black a long time ago, so y'all shouldn't be too mad at her because Chilli ain't black anyway. She just take black money like colorist Claudia Jordan. Okay, but anyway, I'm digressing. So this is the post that Chilli actually reposted. Okay, It said Michelle Obama registered to vote as a man in 94, according to Illinois State Board of Elections. This was a 2022 article that apparently somebody had posted on Instagram, and Chilli reposted it. Okay. And it said Chilli's post remained live on the internet up to 24 hours later. And people was like double checking in and trying to see. And it was in her repost. There it is. There's her actual page. And there is the repost amongst her reposts. Okay. Now, apparently, it was the Reddit users that called her out about it. And the Reddit users were saying not only is this a psychotic conspiracy theories, it's transphobic, sexist, and racist. Another person wrote, of all the legit things you could criticize the Obamas for during their time in office, to resort to spreading far-right conspiracies as a black person at that just says a lot about you. But as I said before, is Chilli really black? Chilli said she wasn't black a long time ago. Now, Chilli actually responded a few days later. She went over to TMZ and she spoke out and said, y'all don't counsel me. Okay, y'all don't counsel me yet because it was a mistake. I'm old, okay? I'm over 40. I'm 55 actually, and I did not do it. I want to be clear. I am not MAGA. That's what Chilli said. Okay, look at T-Boz giving her the side eye. So let's look at the video real quick that TMZ posted. Okay, TMZ said TLC's Chilli claims she accidentally shared a negative post about Michelle Obama.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and
So she led with the admiration and respect that she has for Michelle Obama. I'm questioning this damn filter, but I digress. Hold on, we're gonna finish listening.
would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody. And I immediately went to my page to see what was going on.
Y'all believe, put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Chilli. Put a 5 in the chat if you don't. Because I'm like, but why is you explaining? Child? Either stand in it or don't. Either delete it or don't. Chilli said these ticket sales been gone down. I gotta come and get the blacks on my side.
Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button. And I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button.
She was scrolling. Let me see if I could do that. She was scrolling. She was scrolling on Instagram like this. She was scrolling. She was scrolling and her thumb hit the repost button. Let me see if I could do that. I guess you can. I mean, it could. I guess you can, but you got to be following the person in the first place in order for it to be in your feed, right? You got to be following the right wing people in order to make a mistake and repost some right wing stuff. I mean, y'all let me know if I'm wrong.
Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the
Oh Lord, here we go. She telling you. She said she say she a Democrat. She said she supported the Obamas. Now she said I would never do anything like this.
campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids.
Her voice a little shaky.
I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. I have always supported.
It- oh gosh. I think you protesting a little bit too much, Chili. Just my personal opinion. I don't know if you have PR. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know why you decided to come, a week later after that. It just is giving a little bit too much. Hold on, we're not even finished.
Them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this from me, that I would never do anything so disrespectful. And I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. If you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection.
Chili is all about love now. I mean, whether she say she black or not, okay. She says she is not black. It don't matter. She says she didn't do it.
That's what I'm all about. And I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, your love and your support, and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys. Thank
And okay, so no, not only did she issue that apology over on her Instagram, she also issued a written apology. And here is the written apology. Let's see what this says, child. Hold on. I want to be clear. I am not MAGA and do not support any of the many policies that are causing great harm to the American people. I made a mistake too many make. I did not read the fine print. I thought I was supporting causes about human trafficking and for veterans. Oh, this look, this the other apology. I'm sorry, I didn't skip ahead, child. Because after she issued that verbal apology, people start pulling her records and start seeing that she had been donating to Republican causes, to Republican parties, to Republican organizations. And so after that, she came out with this. Okay. She said she made a mistake that too many make, and I did not read the fine print. I thought I was supporting causes against human trafficking and for veterans. Two things I care deeply about, as my dad is a veteran and everyone knows I love children. I have learned a valuable lesson and ask for grace as I navigate this. So, I mean, there she is. And so, it's a lot of people who are supportive of her in the comments. It's a lot of people who, is allowing her to, have her peace. But at the end of the day, she voted for who she wanted to vote for. It's 11-11, make a wish. At the end of the day, she voted for who she wanted to vote for. Okay. And in addition to that, one of the people who is on tour with her actually have made some comments about it. And it is Salt, Sandy Denton Pepper. Okay. And Pepper actually, here's what she said. This is too much, honey, over who you have voted for. You should have just shut up, ate your cornflakes, and went on about your day, and it would have been old news by the next day. But here go Salt. Salt had this to say. Chili, please keep your pretty head all the way up, sister. This world is very quick to believe anything and everything posted on social media. Quick to crucify and slow to forgive. Even when you straighten it out, haters will always hate. We know you in your heart. I truly pray that you don't shed not one tear or lose not 1 minute of sleep or peace over this. We got you. And any threat of not coming to the show from anyone will not stop us from loving on you and supporting you as a person and your legacy in music. This is the type of bullying we as a people have to stand up to. Whoever comes to see us, great. And whoever doesn't will miss something special. Powerful sisters coming together, positive vibes only. Continue to let your light shine, queen. Where's T-Boz? What T-Boz had to say about it? Hold on. Is T-Boz speaking out? Why is Salt? What had T-Boz had said? Hold on. Let me go over here. What is T-Boz saying over here? They said T-Boz was throwing shade too. That's what they had said. They said that T-Boz had posted a picture, and I don't know if it was recent, if it was late. I don't know, but I was, doing my little research about it over here on the Lipsticks Alice, and they said that T-Bars had actually been throwing shade at Chili and had been posting like pictures on her Instagram of how look doing the Diddy crop. No shade to Diddy. Don't even blame me about the Diddy. But remember when Diddy used to crop people out the pictures? They said that T-Boz had cropped Chili out the picture and was posting pictures of just her and left eye. And I'm like, she did what? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm like, that is so petty if she did that. You said I was just on a cruise with them and Chili was very standoffish. John, what else is new? Hold on. I'm about to pull it up. T-Boz. Okay. T-Boz being shady. Let me pull this up. Hold on, here it is right here. Like this video. We're gonna get into our other topics in just a minute. You see, I'm trying to cover a lot of stuff. Here it is right here. Somebody said on Lipstick Alley, is T-Boz being shady? And they posted this screenshot of T-Boz, what she had posted on her Instagram. And this is the image right here. And I was like, oh, that's a little bit shady. If it's true, and it looked like it's true, it don't look like it was doctored or nothing. But if it's true, this what I think this was a Facebook post. It say T-Boz Watkins, and they got a picture of just her and Left Eye. Okay. And I don't know if this is real or Memorex. I just know that somebody posted it and said that that she was being shady. So I mean, and look, she hadn't come out to debunk it. So I'm assuming that it's real. Okay. So are they gonna be able to take the stage together? I don't know. But it's crazy how people are pulling receipts too. All Hip Hop has an old interview of T-Boz where back when Trump won in his first term, T-Boz actually confirmed that Chili had voted for Trump. Hold on, look at this. This is so shady. It's so bad.
Pop exclusive.
Yeah.
You guys are about to nominate the biggest jackass in the history of politics. Straight up, period.
You're really
And again, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act and allowances made for fair use. We are researching.
You know,
This is an all hip hop exclusive.
My group member voted for him.
Well, here's my thing
This is an
I've been
all-hip-hop
telling you guys that
exclusive.
when you say Obama got two, that don't mean
She said my group member voted for him.
nothing anymore because the voters are as dumb as they've ever been.
This is an all hip hop exclusive.
Yeah.
You guys are about to nominate the biggest jackass in the
Did y'all hear that? She said my group member voted for him.
history of politics. Straight up, period.
you're really gonna win.
This is an all hip hop
He's gonna win.
exclusive.
My group member voted for him.
Well, here's my
So I mean, T-Boz had confirmed. I mean, this is an old interview. It said, this is from All Hip Hop. It said this audio is from Trump's first successful run in 2016. This adds fuel to the controversy that already had social media digging into Chili's past comments and even her 2020 infamous All Lives Matter statement. Oh, I forgot about that. In 2020, Chili was an All Lives Matter girl. Okay. Chili has denied any connection to MAGA, but critics continue to question the disconnect between her statements and what they believe her history shows. Now, again, I told y'all before, I seem to feel that, it really does. I mean, it matters, but it don't matter. I mean, if you know who voted for who, you know who you want to support or not. You know whether you want to give your money to Chili for Chili to give to Trump or not. You know who you want to support. But at the same time, there are rappers, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, hell, they said Big Boy, They said Tristan Thompson and came out. They said Nelly, Snoop Dogg, all of these men who normally get a pass. So it's like, why y'all holding Chilli to a different state, a different, you know what I'm trying to say, child. And then let's not forget Chrisette Michelle, honey. Let's not forget how they did Chrisette Michelle. She performed at the inauguration, and we didn't hear for her for about 4 years. Okay, so y'all said put a 1 in the chat if you counseling her. Put a 5 in the chat if you're gonna give her a pass. Put a 1 in the chat if you're gonna counsel her. Put a 5 in the chat if you're gonna give her a pass. Okay. You said Nelly, Ludacris, Rick Ross, Snoop, Amber Rose. Well, we don't care about Amber Rose, child. She in the black community. We don't care about her. Oh no, y'all said y'all gonna cancel her. Some of y'all gonna give her a pass. Okay. Look, y'all be giving R. Kelly passes. Y'all gave R. Kelly a pass. Some of y'all be giving a Diddy a pass. Okay. Y'all gave Usher a pass for having herpes. Y'all be giving all these men passes. Y'all not gonna give Chilli no pass for who she voted for? I don't know. Y'all remember Chilli told y'all a long time ago, don't be dating no black men. Open it up, honey. Chilli said the white men is where it's at, and she been with one ever since. But I'm digressing. You said Nick Cannon. Some of y'all giving her a pass, and some of y'all cancel. It's like 50-50. It's like 50-50. Y'all think it's gonna affect the ticket sales? I don't do what everybody do. We not the same. Okay. You free to vote for who you want. But then that's true. That's true. And that's why, people say normally don't speak about politics. Okay. Keep it to yourself. If you don't want people to sit and criticize you about your political beliefs, keep it to yourself. Child. And most people have, because clearly, like I told y'all before, there's a whole bunch of Trump supporters out there we don't even know about, who just don't say nothing, okay? And then you notice they don't be saying nothing. You be like, they have voted for him. They have voted for him. You said those parents gave their children to R. Kelly. Oh, Lord. Is Matt sing a whole TLC song? Well, there's that. Moving on. Like this video, please and thank you. Like this video. So today I hadn't been online earlier, but when I checked my email, I had got a message. Which email it was in? First, I gotta find it because I got so many emails. There you go, right there. I had got an email from Simon Guobadia. Okay, and I was like, "What's going on now, Lord? What's going on now?" But then I realized that he was just he was just giving me a little bit of information, the same information that he gave TMZ, and I appreciate that because I like firsthand information. Okay, this was around the same time TMZ updated their post, so apparently. And again, y'all know I had blogged about this a long time ago. I told y'all that Simon Guobadia was dismissing his defamation lawsuit against Porsha Williams. And y'all remember, Simon had filed a defamation lawsuit claiming that Porsha ED post, erectile dysfunction post, targeted him and that he suffered damages because of it. Normally, in a defamation case, you have to prove damages. Simon, apparently, allegedly, all of the above, actually had just signed on to some big deal. I don't know. It must have been worth millions. Okay. And apparently, his advisors told him that it was a waste of money to continue with this defamation lawsuit because he ain't lose no money from anything that Porsha said. So Simon, I guess, was like, we got bigger fish to fry. I'm going to dismiss this defamation lawsuit. Okay. Now, when Simon filed his dismissal, we talked about it. Okay. It's still in my playlist. If you go to my Porsha Williams playlist, we talked about it. He filed it. However, Porsha's attorneys did not want to let it go that fast. No. Porsha's attorneys was like, he been suing us left and right. He kept the divorce going for 3 years. He disputed the prenup and she got to pay them attorney's fees. She got to pay these attorney's fees. She was like, oh, no, I'm not going to let him just dismiss it quietly and go away. No. So Porsha was fighting to have him paid the attorney's fees. Okay. Now, here is where it gets sketchy. It gets good. And a lot of people are getting this wrong because a lot of people are feeling that, Porsha won, Simon lost, blah, 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 whatever happened, yada, yada, yada. That's not what happened. Again, I just told you what happened. Simon dismissed the defamation lawsuit. Porsha did not want to just dismiss it and walk away. She wanted it dismissed and she wanted him on the lam for the attorney's fees. Now that they have gone to court about Porsha's issue, the judge has pretty much ruled, okay, I'm going to dismiss it. I'm not gonna force Simon to pay no attorney's fees, but if he brings this lawsuit back, he will have to pay. Okay, and so it's still open. It's dismissed without prejudice, which means he can bring it back at any time if he feels like it. However, he is not on the lam for Porsha's attorney's fees. She had to pay on her own. Now the gag is when he filed the lawsuit, Porsha had already filed a motion to dismiss. A judge refused to dismiss the lawsuit, when she requested it because they felt like Simon had a case. They clearly felt like Simon had a case. So Porsha could not get it dismissed. Simon dismissed it of his own free will. And here is the TMZ post right here. Hold on, let me show you TMZ post. And then I'm going to read what Simon wrote. Okay? Because I like firsthand information. So here is what TMZ had wrote. Porsha Williams' battle with ex-Simon over erectile dysfunction ends. Now, I told y'all before Simon had dismissed it several months ago, okay, and why he had dismissed it. And now it's officially dismissed now because the judge has said that, Porsha cannot have the attorney's fees that she was seeking. Now, Hold on. It said, despite the warning from the judge, Simon tells TMZ a dismissal without prejudice means I retain the full right to refile and the same claims against Porsha at a future date. Now, hold on. I'm gonna show you the last video that I had showed y'all that I was telling y'all, and I read from the documents because y'all know I love reading legal documents. Hold on. This is the actual video about the defamation lawsuit right here that I posted several months ago. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Hold on. Here it is right here. You see that? Porsha's ex moved on, $1 billion deal. Okay, the title of this was Porsha versus her ex Simon Guobadia dismisses lawsuit after $1 billion deal. This was 2 months ago. Okay, and so this was when he decided to dismiss the lawsuit, and there is where he had just signed on to that that deal to deliver oil in Lagos, okay, and all of the above. Now, I told you the reason why it wasn't immediately dismissed is because Porsha continued the lawsuit in order to get paid attorney's fees. Now the judge has decided that it's going to be dismissed, but they didn't award her attorney's fees. Now, this is direct from Simon. Okay. This is direct from Simon. You said she got a $7 million house. No, she didn't. She got to live in a $7 million house. She got to live in a $7 million house. And you said, and she got more income. How did she get more income? And Simon hasn't paid a dime. You will see on the first episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta when the producers asked Porsha, is this your house? And she said, I hope so. I'm paying all the bills. Okay. Now, mark my words. That was said in the first episode. Okay. So hold on. I'm not finished. Let me read this. Listen, I like to bring y'all facts. I know y'all don't be believing me, but I do like to bring y'all facts. And some of y'all don't like the facts. Some of y'all like to live in y'all's delusions. Okay. So Simon Guobadia said, hello, Michelle. Following up on the coverage of TMZ on my federal case against Porsha Williams, I wanted to make sure you had accurate and complete picture of how this matter concluded. I made the decision earlier this year to voluntarily dismiss the case, which I told y'all about. The court has now ruled And critically, Porsha Williams' legal team attempts to have the case dismissed with prejudice and to recover attorney's fees were both denied by the judge. This means the dismissal is on my terms without prejudice, and no fees were awarded against me. I walked away from this litigation by choice, not by force. I also want to make sure the legal distinction is clear. A dismissal without prejudice means I retain the full legal right to refile the same claims against Porsha at a future date. No court has ruled that my claims were invalid or without merit. Now, the judge also said that if he brings the suit again, he will be on the lam for Porsha's legal fees. That's what the judge said. Now, I don't know. But he also says in his letter, he says, this is fundamentally different from what Porsha's legal team was pushing for. Porsha's legal team was pushing for a dismissal with prejudice, which would have permanently barred me from refiling and would have represented a definitive legal victory for her. That request was denied. So was her request for attorney's fees. She did not walk away with the legal vindication her team was seeking. That means Porsha has to pay her own legal fees. He also says, I want to be clear that this matter is far from over. I am currently conferring with my legal team regarding whether to refile the case within the time limit granted by the court. Porsha Williams and her representatives should not mistake my voluntary dismissal for an abandonment of my legal rights or the merits of my claims. Well, he said, feel free to reach out if you'd like further details or documentation. Okay, shout out to Simon Guobadia, and y'all know if you want the tea, come to me. What do y'all think about this? I know, listen. It is nothing worse than a divorce. It is two people who are hurt. Simon's hurt, Porsha's hurt, and they both still fighting, okay? Simon apparently didn't get what he wanted out the deal. Porsha got a little bit of what she wanted out the deal, and it's still far from over, according to what Simon Guobadia says. Now, you know, we read the actual divorce documents, okay, and that is in my Porsha Williams playlist as well. And in the divorce documents, it says that Porsha is allowed to stay in the house. Remember, it was for 36 months or something like that. Well, those 36 months end in February of 2027. She got less than a year. She got 11 months. Okay. Now, you know, Porsha sold her house. Okay. Porsha sold her Duluth mansion so that she could keep up with all the bills. After Simon turned off all the utilities, took all the utilities out of his name, refused to pay anything, lawn care, taxes, anything. Porsha is paying everything. She's paying the mortgage. She's paying the insurance. She's paying the taxes. She's paying the HOA. She's paying the gas bill, the light bill. Gas bill in a 10,000 square foot home. Light bill in a 10,000 square foot home. Porsha, what is you doing? It's just you. I don't understand, but you know, if that's what she wants and that's how she feels she needs to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so be it. So Porsha's gonna make every effort this season to use that house as a secondary prop on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just watch the first episode, because the first episode is all about Porsha and that house. You said Porsha didn't really get anything but bills. Okay. Porsha got debt. Porsha got debt. How can you sell your asset to pay for somebody else's asset? You don't even know if you're going to get the asset in the end. You just banking on hoping and praying that something happens miraculously, that you pull out of this with a deed to the house. Okay. Meanwhile, it's all kind of liens on it. Her attorney's fees for the divorce liens are on there. Randy Kessler's liens are on there. Simon's attorney's liens are on there because the house is still in Simon's name. Any debt that Simon had within the United States since he's been deported, you know, they coming after that house because that is the only asset that he still has in the United States. So I don't know what's good or bad. I don't know what's good or bad. Y'all keep saying Porsha won, and now she got to pay these attorney's fees for this defamation case that Simon had for months. How much you think that's gonna be? Attorney's fees is not cheap. Trust me, I know. I've been paying them this week. But anyway, I'm digressing. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in if anybody wants to call in and share your thoughts on any of the topics that we discussed tonight. We talked about a lot, honey. We talked about Tyler Perry and TSA. We talked about Chili and MAGA. We talked about Kenya Moore and her payday loans. We talked about what else we had talked about? We talked about Porsha and the defamation lawsuit. We talked a little bit about the first episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Excuse me. We have talked about a lot. Shout out to J Hood 72, honey. Yeah, spilling the tea, honey. I've been spilling this tea. You said this Porsche get to refinance the house after 3 years. I don't know what's written in the prenup, but I mean, if she can refinance it, maybe. I don't know. But wouldn't Simon have to sign off in order to refinance it? The owner of the house, since her name is not on the deed, would have to sign off on the actual sale of the property. Okay. The owner of the house would have to agree on the appraisal of the property. You can't just sell a house and your name ain't on it. I don't know. Listen, I am not a lawyer. I don't know. Y'all need to ask some of the lawyers and let me know. You said Simon is a fraud. But where's the mortgage people? Can the people, if her name is not on the house, can she sell the house? Let me know. Aren't interest rates high? They done went down a little bit. They still higher than what they were in 2020, but they done went down a teensy bit. Okay. You said that's fraud. Okay. She might find some mortgage fraud person, some mortgage broker that's a little fraudulent that signed and notarize somebody else's signature, and then Simon, then she going to jail. So I don't know. You said Simon is not a factor. Okay, all right. He was here illegally. Okay, all right. Whatever you say. But even with that, his name's still on the house. It's people that are not from here that still own property within the United States. There's not a law against that. Okay. There is no law against them owning property. It's people in China that own property in the United States. What you gonna do about it? She should have never gotten with Simon. Oh, well, I mean, she got something out of the deal. They say nobody wants to call in. If Simon is illegal in America, is the prenup legit? Oh, that's a good question. If Simon was an illegal alien, if he wasn't supposed to be here in the first place, if his name is not his name, is the house really his house? Okay. Was Porsha ever really married? Okay, let's start there. Was the marriage license legal? Was the prenup even legit? Like, if y'all gonna go down that rabbit hole and start talking about he's illegal, well, how could he legally marry somebody if he couldn't? Y'all let me know. So in all actuality, Porsha should have packed her bag and just went home. Everything null and void. Okay. Porsha want everybody to believe he's a scammer. He ain't got this, he ain't got that. Let him have his fraudulent things and go on about your business. Porsha wanted payment for her services. She needed that house, honey. It seemed like Simon is with it. It seemed like Simon said he gonna keep going. Simon got all his money, honey. Simon got deals. Simon is still in the petrol business. What we gonna do, honey? He was not able to go to the property, though, is he? Well, I mean, not at the moment. I mean, who knows? He might be MAGA. He might get a deal with Trump. He might buy him a gold. He might buy him a golden visa. You never know. Simon got the money. We don't know what's going on over there. Simon might be quiet. Real G's move in silence, like lasagna. Okay. So Simon might pop up next week in Atlanta. We don't know. Hold on. We got somebody in the back, honey. We got Miss Barbara in the back. Team Porsha is in the building. Hey, Miss Barbara.
Hey, Michelle.
Oh, you got on your go naked hair?
Oh yeah, girl. I put it on just so you could see it.
Oh, that Miss Barbara came up here with her go naked hair. Team Porsha is in the building, honey.
Yeah, girl. But I had it for a few years.
Okay.
When she first put it on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Instagram for sale. When she first went Instagram, I think I got it like a couple of years after she was on there. I was looking for a wig. I'm not a wig person at all. But I said,
Uh-huh.
but I needed a wig for some event that we was going, some event they invited me to. I said, well, if I'm gonna
Okay.
get a wig, I'm gonna get Porsha wig since she said it's all natural, this and that, and she ordered it from whatever she ordered it from. I
How
said,
much
so
you
I'll
pay for
get
that
her.
wig?
It was $99.
$99.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's human hair.
Yes, human hair. I
Oh,
tell I
you can
had
curl
them,
it and stuff.
huh?
You can curl it and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't do nothing with it because I'm not a wig person. I'll be done mess it up. But yeah, it's
Okay,
real
so
hair.
did it come curl? Is it curly hair? Like, did it come curly? How it
Yeah,
come?
it can't curl it just like the one she have on her head.
Uh-huh.
It can't curl it just like that. But I'm not a
Okay.
wig person. So
I,
it looks like this. It's still
I mean,
good now. My
I ain't say
daughter,
nothing about you being no wig person, Miss Barbara. I just
yeah,
want
I'm
to
just
know.
saying I don't know how to upkeep a wig to keep it looking cute like some people that they wash it
Oh,
and
okay.
do all kind of stuff. I don't know how
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah.
all that. My daughter
Okay,
know
okay.
how to do it, but
Yeah, just
but I,
soak it in some conditioner, child. Let it air dry. That's all you gotta do.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I let my daughter do that because I don't want to mess it. I want to put it on my
Well, you
head.
cute, Miss Barbara. Leave your hair alone, honey.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna put it. See this cute little gold bag she gave that it comes in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she gave
Yes,
us a
go
cute.
naked hair. Look at the commercial. Look at the commercial.
Yeah, girl, she
Go
gave a
naked
cute
hair.
bag to keep it in looking nice so it don't be all linty or whatever.
Yes, go naked hair. I
Yeah,
see
child.
Barbara.
Yeah,
Team
and
Porsche
look,
is in the building.
look at this girl. See these sheets right here? You see the sheets?
Oh,
These
you
is her
got some
pamper
Porsche sheets
sheets.
too?
These is
Not
her
you got the
pamper
pepper
sheets.
Porsche sheets, child. What
Yeah,
color is that? Purple?
this is
Eggplant?
yeah. It's called eggplant. I got four. I got the burgundy, the eggplant. I got two other ones. I forgot the color of those. I know I got four of them.
See, that's what I call support right there. See, Team Twirl don't be supporting Kenya like that. They won't buy that damn Kenya edge control and go get their look. But
Yep.
Miss Barbara over there buying all Porsche wigs, all Porsche sheets, honey.
Yeah, I finna show you something else too. I'm walking through a dark house, so don't pay me no attention. Now, walk up into something. Let me see.
Oh, be careful.
I ain't cutting on it. I got her book. I finna show you her book. I forgot where I put her
I
book.
got her book too. Look.
Yeah. Yep, that's her book right here. I got it on my little bookshelf with my kids' trophy and stuff. Yep.
Yep, I got her book too.
Yeah, I see you gotta see. I can't read it because my eyes so bad, but I skimmed
Uh-huh.
through it and get some
Oh,
information
look at
out of
me
it.
on the TV. Hey.
Oh yeah. I watch my TV.
Okay.
I had to put it on pause while I talk to you.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. Yeah, and I want to say this about Simon. Simon need to let it go. He just a petty billionaire that don't got nothing better to do.
Wait. Now he a billionaire. First y'all was saying Simon ain't had no
What
money.
y'all? What y'all? Never me. See, I don't follow them people that go around calling the man a scammer and calling him broke. I ain't never believed that since Simon
Uh-huh.
was on the show and them saying that because, like I said, I researched Simon, and it said
Uh-huh.
that Simon was into oil and he make these deals with these billionaire people. I say,
Uh-huh.
oh, I say if he make these billionaire people, how he broke? He might be over here saying he worth 30 million, but I knew some of them worth more than that. And then them documents that you showed prove he was 800 plus million. I was like, that dude a billionaire. I don't care what nobody say. I always
Hmm.
believed it. And now they done
Okay.
proved it. And so he need to just stop it. We should have been made. He
He
need to
ain't
just
gonna
let it
stop,
go.
Miss Barbara.
I
He ain't gonna
know,
stop.
I know, because he's a narcissist billionaire and they ain't never stopping.
Why he
But
gotta be a narcissist billionaire? Why Porsche gotta run off with his money? Why? I
Porsche don't
mean,
have
if he feel
Porsche ain't
like he
got his
was
money
used,
now.
why?
She don't have his money. She got he got the house he bought for the both of them when they were engaged. And people can say
But
whatever
if
they
he had
want.
bought it for the both of them, her name would be on it.
Not really. I know some silly people that don't put their name on stuff or put money in it. And I'm
My
talking
name
about
gonna be if you buy me a house, my name gonna be on it.
yeah,
You
girl,
can't
this
buy me
house.
nothing that my name ain't on it. You
Yeah,
can't buy
girl,
me no
this
car and I ain't got no title. I
yeah,
mean, what
girl.
he didn't buy it for then.
Yeah, girl, this 2.65 acres I'm on right now with this trailer on my name on it. Been here 28 years.
Well, you
My
did
name
better than
on it.
Porsche then. Your name is on it, Miss Barbara. That's my point.
And I ain't putting their dime on it, but my name on it.
Okay.
And because I was a stay-at-home mom, entrepreneur, had my own home-based
Well, you
business.
should have taught Porsha some things.
I'm gonna teach a millionaire something, girl. We poor around here. But see, you got poor people that know to buy something. So when they get my age to 65, we ain't trying to pay $3,000 and $5,000 rent and be in some assisted living home.
Okay.
I'm here on my own by it. I might have grew up poor, dirt poor, but I had sense enough to know when I get married, you better buy something.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
I
okay.
understand, Miss Barbara. You got it going on over there.
Oh yeah, girl,
So
I gotta
Pepper
go.
Prince is living her soft life, honey.
Yeah, I live my soft life. A lot of people
You
mad at
better.
me, jealous of me, always talking crazy talk. I said, boy, that's your problem. Don't worry
Okay.
about Barbara.
All right. Barbara got it
Yeah.
going on. She got her disposable income. She can buy her wigs and her sheets and her whatever she want to buy. She can sit here and watch the YouTubes, honey.
Yeah. And look at my new gold day bed I just got with all my pillows with my kids' pictures on them.
Oh,
This a picture of me on my
that
pillow.
is nice.
Yeah,
Look
and this
at
is a
that.
picture of me at the cultural ready school my mom and daddy went to.
Oh,
He turned it into a cultural center, and then this is
uh-huh,
the red ribbon cutting or whatever it called. And I took a
uh-huh.
picture and got that put on me a big old long pillow. I got my grandson here, where
Yes, I live.
he runs track. This
Uh-huh.
me. This the back of the cultural center. This my grandson playing football, dunking, and this another one of him.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, and look at the blanket. I got a blanket of me. I got all my
I
grandkids.
on the
Got my
blanket, Lord.
grandkids.
Look at
This my granddaughter on here. My
you.
grandson, he's 5, she's 16. This my other granddaughter,
That is
this my,
nice, Miss Barbara. I
yeah.
like it.
Oh yeah, this my grandson, the track star.
You have a
And I got
beautiful
one over
family, Miss
here with
Barbara.
my 5-year-old, 6-year-old grandkid. I got to get one more pillow with my 4 kids, and I got no with the 4 kids. But I got one more pillow to get me this morning, and I guess I'll find some place to put it.
Well, Miss Barbara, I appreciate you calling in. I know you're gonna always windmill for Portia.
Yeah,
If
I'm
nothing
always
else, I got Miss Barbara to be the anti-Simon.
well. Something wrong, and he know man, you let it go. Let it
Okay.
go, Elsa. Let it go.
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
you
nice
have a
talk.
wonderful evening, Miss Barbara.
You
Thank you
too,
for
I
calling
will.
me. All
All
right.
right.
Bye
Goodbye.
bye. Shout out to Miss Barbara, honey. Our squad is amazing. Hey, Katie.
Hey, Michelle. Shout out to Miss Barbara. She got it going on.
Okay, Miss Barbara got all the stuff, honey. She got the pillows and the sheets and the go naked hair. I
Miss
live.
Barbara gave a whole lesson for Portia.
Okay. No,
Put your
that's what
name on.
support looks like. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
people be like, "Oh, I got products and this, that, and that." That is what support looks like. People who buy your products, people who support you, people will call in. Look, I got Go Naked here. I got her book. I got it, and that's how I am. I got their books. I ain't had no Go Naked hair yet, but I support all the girls.
Oh, Michelle, I got to say something to you, Michelle.
Oh, here we go.
Don't oh me.
No,
You
no,
know
no.
I
I'm
love
ready.
you.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready.
Okay, first of all, I got to say, I was so proud of you yesterday. Woo! You made me proud.
Oh,
You you
thank
you,
you.
you wasn't politically correct. You came out swinging, girl. Woo! I said,
This is my fault. I speak from emotion sometimes. That's why a lot of times I have to like sit back because but it is what it is. I felt like I did not want to do a show on that. You know what I'm saying? I did not want to
some
give that person my platform because I feel like that person wants my platform. You know?
sometimes you
And
gotta pop out and
so
show niggas, Michelle.
yeah,
Kendrick
yeah,
Lamar.
yeah,
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
And I know that's not normally you, but they kept coming up here acting like you was lying about stuff.
Mhm.
And so sometimes you just got to shut people down.
But have you noticed that the same people who were saying I was lying now it's like radio silent? Nobody's saying nothing.
Exactly.
Where's the review of the review of the review? You know, where is that? Where is Michelle responded and said, this is why this is not what it is? Where is that? I don't
Where's
know.
all the people saying that you were lying now that all the proof is out there?
Where's those people?
I've been looking for them.
Where's the
they
people?
done,
Where's the person who called in and said that the address was on the screen? Where's that people? Where's that?
that's what I've been. Where they at? They trying to regroup now. They can't regroup. And this is another thing I wanted to say too, Michelle.
Uh-huh.
I just really want you to cut that little piece, because I know you good with it, of TS scam hands saying that little part about Michelle called me, girl. Just that part. So every time they want to call you a lie, you got that in a short for them. Just revert back to that.
Okay.
That need to be clipped. That need to be a short, Michelle. It got to be a short. And sorry I went on a tangent about this, but you didn't let us call in yesterday. And I just had to say, you made this old lady proud, girl. I was like, she came with the ancestors to she had time today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
and shout out to Josh for always having your back, girl. Woo! I felt like I was in there with you, windmilling.
When you went out drinking, we was having so much fun. I forgot to come back and go live last night.
When you turned around in that chair, Michelle, I was like, turn again and say something else. Hey, Google. Google was telling you who you were. Me and my son was cracking up. He was like, what you laughing at? I said, Michelle is telling it like a T.I. is.
And it's crazy because even up under the video, like the comments, like people were like, oh, you're just a blogger. That's what I've always said. I've always said I'm a blogger. I'm a journalist. I blog about things. And so like, oh God, I didn't even want to go through this topic. But his assessment of I came for him first. I did not come for you. I'm reporting about you. So you clapping back at a report that you don't like, that's crazy, narcissistic, all of the above. And it's the same thing he did to DL Whisper. That's all that I have ever said. That's all I've been saying, that anytime that he doesn't like coverage of himself, he goes hooting and hollering, cursing and harassing. And you know, it is what it is. Let's change the topic, please.
Okay, because you put BTA.
Okay.
Next topic.
Yes.
Did I remember something about Chilli saying something crazy about Left Eye long time ago? I was through with her then. Long time ago, she said something crazy about some kind of a STD situation. Long time ago.
Oh.
And I was through with her back then. It was some stuff going around. I forget which one of them said about the other one, but I was through with Chilli back then. You know what I'm talking about, Michelle?
I'm looking it up.
Something happened. I don't know about Chilli like that, but something happened where
I'm looking. It says she once implied that Left Eye wasn't as involved in certain aspects of the group's success, particularly vocals and musical structure. The tone of her comments came across to fans as minimizing Left Eye's creative contribution. That's one thing. It said people got upset because Left Eye was a major creative force in TLC. She wrote her own raps. She had a strong hand in the group's image, messaging, and artistry, and she was often seen as the group's edge and individuality. So when Chilli's comments came off like she didn't really contribute like that, people felt it was revisionist history.
That too, but
fans
I'm talking
dragged
about
Chilli for being dismissive. Others defended her, saying she was just speaking from her perspective.
Yeah. It's something about her baby daddy what came up in there with Dallas Austin.
Oh.
Something about them, both of them sleeping with him, allegedly. Allegedly. I just remember, I'm old, so I remember all of that stuff. I can't quite put it together.
I mean, you know, it's been years, and a lot of things that Chilli has said over the years are now coming back, and like people have said a lot about, you know, Chilli has said a lot about a lot of things. Because I remember doing a video about her years ago, about her controversial take on dating. Let me see if I can find it.
She just really been weird to me, Michelle.
Cause remember what Chilli wants and that long list she had, and they was like let me see what is that, blah 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 blah.
Allegedly, all of the stuff that they were saying about Chilli, I kind of believe it because Usher did lose that lawsuit with that girl.
Ooh. The herpes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how you feel about people like dragging Chilli and not dragging all of these men?
I've been dragging them all because I really, to be honest, I was pissed off with everybody for dragging Chrisette Michele because we lost out on a lot of good music. To me, this just my opinion. That girl got a great voice. However, her attitude and kookiness is, she had a great voice and she put out great music. So once they dragged her, I wanted to drag everybody else that had something to do with that nigga. Nelly, I ain't care about none of the excuses. All y'all over there now.
This video so old. I did a video 7 years ago. Are you down for the swirl? Chilli from TLC says Black women should keep their dating options open.
Now she ain't Black.
Let me look at this article.
Well, she ain't foundational Black, but she,
But she said she wasn't. She said in interviews that she doesn't consider herself Black. I mean, it's all right.
She Latina, but
she not Latina. She say she Indian.
That girl said that her father was either Cuban or something. Her father wasn't Black and he wasn't from Africa. He was one of them.
Yeah, I thought he was in. I don't know, child.
He ain't Black. So she was claiming not to be. Every time somebody called her something, stop calling me that. Stop labeling me that. Okay, ladies. So now stop looking for us to bail you out. That's how I feel about them.
She was telling Black women they need to be in interracial relationships, and a lot of people were like dragging her about that.
But you ain't Black. How you gonna tell us what to do?
Yeah, Chilli, who was publicly linked to Usher, Nick Cannon, Floyd Mayweather, and comedian Wayne Brady, stresses the importance of finding the right man for you, regardless of his race, and says that if you limit yourself, you're missing out. And not long after that, she started dating Matthew Lawrence.
That's all
right. She could date whoever.
Allegedly, Usher been touched by men. Allegedly, Wayne. Well, that ain't allegedly. He came out and said Wayne Brady said he pansexual. So he like whoever he like. So is she pan too? Because they usually attract the same type of people. And I'm not putting no label on it. I'm just asking the question like that's in my head. Allegedly. I don't care what she do. But if you keep attracting the same type of people, let me see how I can put it. People that been with certain type of trauma usually be attracted to the same group of people. You get what I'm saying? Like people usually find they tribe, for lack of a better word. So if you people keep finding you and they in that tribe, is you in the tribe too? Allegedly.
I mean, who knows? But she got her a good white man now. I remember because they was over here on Tamara Hall.
3rd anniversry.
And he couldn't even remember her anniversary.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Okay.
No, it's not.
No?
Passed already. No, that was like in September.
Okay, but here's the thing. It was a slow burn into a relationship. It wasn't like, it's hard. It really is hard to say like what exactly. Like we just kind of were picking.
So are you saying you don't have
They said the reason why he didn't remember her the anniversary because he was married. That's what they say, and he couldn't actually say what date it was because it would have gave away that they were still messing around before his divorce was final.
Have an official anniversary?
Yes.
She did say it right there. They didn't want to say September was their 3-year anniversary because he was still married to Cheryl until September 19th, 2022.
You do. You do.
Yes.
Okay.
We do.
Just take
Totally. Yeah.
tissues.
Yeah, get a tissue.
I want to stuff a few under here.
Why is it? You met in a chance encounter because of a storm.
Yeah, well, we were in Connecticut and we were at this work event, and I had to get back for another gig I had, and the flights are all getting
So he seemed real nervous talking about how they met.
canceled because of a blizzard. And
He the only white person I know that got
my
with
flights all
somebody
got
dark
changed,
and
but it
he didn't
happened to
glow
be a
up.
connection through Atlanta, and I didn't know that that's where Chili's from. So
Okay.
I was on the same.
So
plane,
is that
by
the
chance.
official anniversary date? I'm just
No, see that's the thing.
No.
And then stay with me here.
They couldn't come up with a date.
And then, it was
man
long
she get
distance,
with
and we were
make
just
her look
talking,
bad.
and we had developed an incredible friendship for like
But no,
6
tell them
months.
how you came back. You said.
Oh, before that. Yeah, no, I did.
This is the longest first date.
I know.
Okay.
Like,
You're on the
longest
plane
ever.
in Connecticut, snowstorm. We survived. Who
Yeah.
asked for whose number?
Well, I honestly, and I'm not that type of guy, I really am. I'm pretty.
What made
pretty
you that
shy.
type of guy then?
My whole body, everything. I had that voice in my head.
Yeah, so that's them. They was on
what kind of
Tamron
guy
Hall. He was
is you,
probably the
though?
first white person ever on Tamron. Let me stop playing.
He the first white guy that got with a black adjacent person that didn't glow up. Usually we kind of spruced them up.
But he was already up. He a member of the he got brothers, the Lawrence brothers. He been in all them films and movies. Matthew Lawrence, Boy Meets World. Is that what he was in? Remember?
I thought he was on Who's the Boss.
I don't remember. Let me see. He look a mess in some of these pictures. That's for sure. He was on Mrs. Doubtfire. He was in Brotherly Love. He was in Boy Meets World. He was in The Hot Chick. He was in a whole bunch of movies. Melissa and Joey, Jumping Ship, Girl Meets World, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He been in a lot of movies. Give Me a Break. Remember he was the little boy in Give Me a Break?
Oh, okay. Okay, now I know who that is.
He was in
I didn't know who that
Blossom.
was.
He was in Blossom. Remember that in the 90s?
I remember Blossom. I'm old enough for that.
And he been in several movies since then. A lot of movies. His IMDb is long.
He a forgettable white.
He was in St. Elmo's Fire. Not a forgettable white, but he's a part of a movie family. Yeah. He got his brother Joey Lawrence and Andrew Lawrence. And he was married to Cheryl Burke. Cheryl Burke was Dancing with the Stars. She was married to her.
Was he?
And the people say that he was cheating on her with Chili. That's what the people say. This was his spouse.
I believe it because they kind of like look alike.
Who look alike?
She kind of looked like Chili right there.
What?
You don't think so?
No, not at all. But whatever. Who else you'd like to chime in on tonight, friend?
With the Simon and Porsha thing.
Okay.
I just really feel like this, Michelle. All the money that girl's spending on lawyer fees and stuff like that, just finish out your time and figure something else out. She's spending a lot of energy on it. I can't tell nobody what to do, but she's spending a whole lot of energy on that. And she don't seem happy. Like it's like draining the. They freaking frack together again, and she ain't really freaking the frack. You getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
It's
her
giving
joy
real
is,
struggle bus. Like, who wants to struggle like that? You want a soft life. You want it easy. I don't want to have to sell off my assets to pay for something I wasn't supposed to have in the first place. But that's just me. And people feel like I'm hating when I say that, but I'm not.
and the house she had that her mama was staying in, she could have just went on and took the payout. That's what I would have did. I would have took the payout or worked something out with him and let me film for a little while and took a little payout and moved on and bought something else. Like she it's taking too much good energy from her. And she's a pretty girl. Like, figure something else out. You got a whole daughter, and this ain't that. It's the time where you're supposed to be teaching these little girls something positive about themselves through you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's enough ratchet out here, and I'm not saying Porsha is ratchet, so don't nobody take it that way. I'm saying with all this negative out in the world and not seeing us in a good light most of the time, she got to see that through her own mama. And I feel like when you a parent, your kids need to see that through you, not through other people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wish her all the best. And I can't wait to see Nene on Girls Trip.
This is Porsha's old house. It sold for $1.65 million. So there you have it. I could tell you the exact date it sold. Hold on. It sold on. Oops, I lost it. It closed on November 3rd, 2025. She put it up for sale in July of 2025 for 1.85, and it closed on November 3rd, 2025 for 1.65. And I remember reporting that to y'all. But
you
so
did.
I think
and that house is big. That house was big. It wasn't Simon's house, but that house was big enough to film in. And with the price of houses now, she should have kept that house, because what's she gonna get? In debt now?
Yeah. We shall see, honey. We
But-
shall see.
but
Are you
I-
looking forward to the new season with her and K Michelle and K What's Her Face and Pinky Cole and all of them?
I think it's gonna be better than it was last season. I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna watch just because
I don't think that would be too difficult to be better than last season, but
well, that's what I'm saying. But the only reason I'm gonna watch and have all my TVs on it, Michelle, is because I want Nene to be back on the screen next year. So whether I sit up and actually look at it or not, I ain't finna sit up and lie to you about that. But I'm gonna have it on my TVs just so they can get the ratings on at least 4 TVs.
so they can get at least one more season.
Yeah, so I can see Nene. Like, I just want Nene back. So if I got to help this season along by telling everybody when we go out, just leave your TV on that channel and whatever come on Bravo, they got our watch and everything on that day, because you made it, because I was watching it on a replay. When you broke it down about watching it on that night, I'm just going to have everything on that night. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for a lot of reasons, friend. I appreciate you. So I'm
still gonna review it too. So come over here and we can talk about it after it airs. You know how it goes.
You know I'll be over here, but I'm gonna make sure that I have
be
it on
feeling
that.
like good press or bad press is still press. So whether we drag it or whether we love it, we still talking about it. So it still gives them, an opportunity, because even when we drag it, people are like, is it really that bad? Let me go see. So
And since they watching everything that you do, because you is the blog goddess, let me just say this on your channel. What you said it before, and other squad members and said it before, and B5. But they need to start taking cameras around them when they off season, so they can have some of this juiciness taped for when the season start and they ain't got nothing to really play.
I agree.
So
I agree.
Okay. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I kind of believe, I don't like Chilli, But I kind of believe her on the being tech savvy, because I can't even kick myself off of your live. So sometimes you hit the wrong button, Michelle.
But you over there reposting conspiracy theories on your Instagram by mistake.
Let me tell you this. I deleted all my text messages, not paying attention to what I was doing. And I'm not taking up for her because, again, I don't care for her. I canceled her a long time ago. I'm just saying it's possible. And far as people being on your feed, like sometimes I be sleeping and stuff pop up on my line, and my son be, when did you watch that? Like when you old, Michelle, and you don't really do technical stuff.
Don't be calling yourself old, nah.
Well, when you not the youngest. When you not doing, when you not
vintage, you're a little seasoned. That's all it is. You was not
when
old.
you a little seasoned and you not doing all of this stuff that you can do, Michelle, on a regular basis, you might hit the wrong button and not know you did it.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So kick me down with my.
All right, Katie. Thank you for calling, friend.
Appreciate you.
All right. Good night. Shout out to the squad for calling in and holding me down. Okay. We talked about a lot of topics tonight, friends. We talked about the Tyler Perry gift card drama. We talked about Porsha and Simon and the defamation lawsuit that he dismissed. We also talked about Chilli being MAGA. We talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season. What we on, child? We 17 now. We talked about season 17 and how I seen the first episode, and are we anticipating it? Are we happy, sad, glad, mad? What else we talked about? We talked a little bit about T.S. Manhands, and I didn't want to, but we did. We talked about Kenya. We talked about Kenya more and her payday loans. We talked about a lot of things. Oh, we talked about Walter over there on Kenya Moore taking deposits and how they haven't responded to the accusations that they stealing deposits and not being there at the health spot to actually do the people hair. We talked about a lot of things. So don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. Shout out to the people who hate me and the people who love me. I appreciate each of you because in this ecosystem, y'all all work the same. Okay. Don't forget to shout out to my Patreon. I may go on Patreon for a little while. I need to talk to y'all. Okay. Oh, it's April 1st. I probably lost a whole bunch of people. Let me go on Patreon for After Dark just to say, hey, see who's still here. So if you are not a member of my Patreon, join me at patreon.com. I am ATLian. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Sleep. It is late in Atlanta. Good night, squad.